We are Danny,
Melissa,
Emma, Jake,
and
we are 4 Simple Lives.
We're at our friends' houses, Uncle D and Aunt Katie, in Dalton, Georgia, and we're sitting on the golf course, and the kids are getting a putt around. Here goes Emma. Got to hit a little harder. Uncle D's way over there trying to teach the kids something. Emma's 4-putting. It's a beautiful day in Dalton, Georgia. Finally got some nice weather. Uncle D and I just played 18 this morning. Hit the course record. Well, it's a new record, but it's my record. But now we're just hanging out with the kids. Alright, so we're at our good friend's Didios' house. We're parked outside his house. Beautiful house on the 15th hole of the golf course. One of his neighbors called and said that this RV is bothering them on the road. So we're going to move it. We're going to come over. He's got a lot of room here. It's just that we've been here 3-4 times, no problems. You know, kind of Moochdocking. So he's got a nice flat spot next to his house, which might work out for the future. We're gonna pull in on the other side of that tree and just back it in. But you know, the cop was very nice. He came to us. But you know, we're all friendly neighbors here. Just come talk to your neighbor. Hey, so please move it. But no! Good hit. There you go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, on the green. Yeah. Let's go. There you go. Good practice. Was you having on the golf course? Mm-hmm. Kids just played their first 18.
Yep.
We nailed it. Mm-hmm. Uncle D's waiting for us at the clubhouse. Dad almost lost the camera, that's why we came back here.
Don't tell Mom.
But Jake and Emma found it.
I found it.
We got lucky.
Okay.
So what'd you guys think today? How was it? First 18 holes?
It was very fun.
Very fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys did really good.
Mm-hmm. Especially on that long hit where I hit it right to the green.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Emma put one on the green too? Emma had a birdie.
Yeah. Yep, on the 18th. I had a par.
Nice. Okay, we are at our friend's house in Dalton, Georgia. And there's some nasty, gnarly storms coming. So we got the rig parked on the other side of his house. I got my truck positioned where hopefully we don't get hit with too much hail. And we're gonna hope for the best. At least we're not staying in it tonight. We've been staying in it at their house, but they're actually at the hospital right now. Just had a baby 6 hours ago, so we have their youngest with us. So we're Moochdocking, but more than Moochdocking because we get to stay in their house. So we're just checking the calm before the storm, looking at number 15 on the golf course right outside their house. And we're hoping for the best. So we've been Moochdocking for the better part of 2 weeks. I think it'll be 13 nights by the time we get out of here. So we were in our friend's house in South Carolina for 2 nights. Mm-hmm. And now we've been in Georgia for about 8 or 9. We're going to leave on Tuesday. Today's Sunday. We were here because our friends were having a baby, so we're watching their toddler. So we have overstayed our welcome in the Moochdocking community, I think.
It was not planned.
I think like 3 days is probably the best, but... So we have electric here. We don't have sewer, but we have fresh water in the tank. So we've been staying in the RV. The first couple of nights, the kids... Well, me and Jake stayed in the RV the whole time. The first couple of nights, Melissa and Emma stayed at our friend's house downstairs. And then the last few nights, we've been staying in our RV. But they just had the baby the other night, so we've all been sitting on the couch and having a slumber party, I guess.
Well, we did have some storms yesterday. So that's kind of another reason why we're going to be inside. They had a huge tornado threats, was why we decided to go inside an actual sticks and bricks house.
Yeah, as much as we love this thing, we don't want to be in it when there's a hurricane, tornado, or brewing. So yeah, Moochdocking. So we've discovered a couple of our tips are that we go on Google Maps prior to said Moochdocking.
Yes.
And we kind of look at the house, look at the area, see where we can be. We talk to the owners, our friends, or whoever it may be, to make sure we're not going to hit any sewer lines or water pipes or
irritate any neighbors.
Yes.
You can talk to the neighbor, or you can talk to the owners. You can look at Google Maps, but you really can't get a lay of the land until you actually get there. So I think that was one kind of thing we discovered at the first place. It might not always be the ideal location to be at. When we first got to our friend's house in Georgia, we were on the road, and so we couldn't open all of our slides. And then they called the cops on us, so we had to move.
The Ponon got called on us. 4 Simple Lives are renegades.
Yes, but he was really nice, so whatever.
Yeah, the cop was nice. And then Dee's across the street neighbor used to be the HOA president. So he talked to the current HOA president, and they were like, look, they're just there because they're going to be watching the toddler when they have a baby. So
another thing to also think about is your hookups. You may have water, you may not, you may have electric, you may not. So just make sure you're prepared for whatever situation you're going to be in.
One thing to keep in mind is that if you're Moochdocking at people's houses, friends, relatives, whatever it may be, and they are not RVers, then it's very important to survey the site that they think you can park first. So right now we were on the road, and now we're on the side of the house, which we're pretty much nose down. We could hardly get level here, but you got to consider that when you're going to a person's house who's not an RVer. They just think, yeah, whip that thing over there, that's no problem. So you got to make sure you're close enough. If there are utilities that they can provide you got to make sure you're close enough. We just made it with 100 feet of electrical cord, so we are hooked up to electric here. We also have our tanks are full, so we've been using the restrooms. We've been showering inside if we need to. When we sleep in the RV at night, though, we've been using the restrooms. And another great thing is we have solar on the roof. We don't have lithium yet. We have the stock lead acid batteries, but we have solar on the roof because just recently, 2 hours ago, we heard a massive explosion and one of the transformers in the neighborhood blew up and we lost power everywhere. So we have the solar panel that's keeping the battery charged, so our RV refrigerator is fine, and we should be able to go a couple days with that. But just keep that in mind.